Hello, third graders. We are on day 2 of our review of Unit 3. So you will need pages 90, 91, and 92 out of your Reading Writing Companion book and a pencil. So pause the video while you gather your materials and then we'll get started. Great. Today we are going to be reading an expository text. But before we read, we're going to review what an expository text is. An expository text is usually nonfiction and informational. It mainly explains a social studies or a science topic. Has text features such as photographs, captions, maps, timelines. So I'm going to read the selection first, and then I want you to pause the video and you reread this passage and answer the questions on page 92. But before I read, I'm going to read the questions to help me focus on certain information as I read. So let's turn to page 92. I'm going to read just the question, not the possible answers. Number 1, which sentence best states the main idea of paragraph 1? Number 2, in paragraph 6, the suffix ly changes the meaning of the word extreme to. Number 3, which sentence best summarizes the passage? And number 4, in paragraph 3, which context clue helps you understand the meaning of orbit? So now I'm ready to read this passage.
Read the selection and choose the best answer to each question. Fascinating facts about our amazing sun. If you are like a lot of people, you take the sun for granted. You might even complain that it is too hot or too bright. But without the sun, there would be no life on Earth. It gives us light. It keeps us warm. It grows our food. If there were no sun, Earth would be nothing more than a big ball of ice. Here are some other fascinating facts about the sun. The sun is the center of our solar system. All 8 planets, their moons, and other objects in the solar system orbit or circle around the sun. The sun is a star, or a body of hot gases that makes and gives off heat and light energy. This energy provides the light and heat that all life needs to survive on Earth. The sun has gravity, or an invisible force that pulls objects toward it. The sun's gravity holds the solar system together. It keeps everything, from the largest planets to the tiniest pieces of dust, in the sun's orbit. The sun is the largest object in our solar system. It is about 1 million times bigger than Earth. However, it is not the largest star in the galaxy. It seems extremely big to us because, at 93 million miles away, it is closer to us than any other star. The sun also influences the daily rise and fall of ocean waters, weather, climate, and many other natural wonders. Sunlight can be harmful to your eyes and skin. It is never a good idea to look directly at the sun, or to be outside too long without protection, such as sunglasses. Applying sunscreen to your skin is also important. Too much sunlight on unprotected skin can lead to serious diseases, including skin cancer. The sun contributes to good health, too. It helps the body make vitamin D, which is vital to the body. The next time you think the sun is a bother, remember how important it is to all life on Earth. Caption: astronomers use special telescopes to see solar flares on the surface of the sun.
Now remember, the photographs and the caption gives us extra information about the topic that's being discussed. So now what I want you to do is to pause the video, reread the passage, and answer the questions on page 92. If you need to go back and read the questions again before you read this, that's fine. And then restart the video and we'll check your answers. Okay, now you should have finished with your passage and questions, and let's see how well you have done. Number 1 says, which sentence best states the main idea of paragraph 1? First, hopefully you remembered what main idea is. That main idea is what the passage or paragraph is mainly about. And where do you find the main idea? It's usually in the first couple of sentences of the paragraph or in the concluding sentence of the paragraph. So you should have went back and reread paragraph 1 and looked closely at the beginning and the ending to find what it was mainly about. And if you chose B, without the sun, there would be no life on Earth. You are correct. So let's circle B. Number 2, in paragraph 6, the suffix ly changes the meaning of the word extreme to, well, hopefully you remembered that suffixes are a letter or group of letters added to the end of the word to change the meaning of the word. Also, you needed to remember that ly means in a certain way. If you remembered those two things, then you should have selected J, in an extreme way. So let's circle J. Number 3, which sentence best summarizes the passage? Well, summarize means to retell the main points of the passage. And how do you summarize? Well, you can first take the main idea and its supporting details. And you should have chosen D. The sun is important to all life on Earth. So that summarizes what the passage is mainly about. So we'll circle D. And number 4, in paragraph 3, which context clue helps you understand the meaning of orbit? So you would have needed to go back to paragraph 3 and reread paragraph 3 to decide what your context clues were to help you determine the meaning of orbit. Now remember, context clues are words and sentences around an unknown word that help you figure out what the word means. And you should have chosen circle around H. So we're going to circle H, maybe. Whoops. Here we go. Now, those are the correct answers to the questions. If you missed any, then go back and correct them, and maybe go back and look and see how you may have missed them. Now, that's all for today in our reading. So you will next go on to your grammar video for your grammar lesson today. Great job, third graders. See you in grammar.